What is going on, everybody? I hope you're all doing very, very well, and welcome today to another squad builder that I'm bringing to the channel. And this is a squad builder that I'm bringing to you all because I just think this link between two particular players, that you will have seen it in the thumbnail, in the video title, but we'll talk about it a bit more when we get to them. But the link between these two players, I just think it's so underused, and it's just a crazy good link that I just think, I mean, what a mad link it is. You'll all know what I mean, and we'll talk about it a bit more later on. But if you do enjoy this squad builder, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it. If we get this up at 30 likes, that would be absolutely incredible. I mean, the support on any squad builder I seem to do seems to be absolutely amazing. So if we can keep that going, then I'll keep on bringing them to you all. Don't forget as well, put your suggestions for future squads and what you want to see in the comment section down below, and also subscribe to the channel to become a part of the Nidge Nation. Once again, thank you so much for getting us past that 1,000 subscriber mark. Bring on the next milestone. But without any further ado, let's get into the team. So as you can see on the screen now, we're playing in a 4-3-1-2 formation. It is a bit of a hybrid squad, like I say. I just really wanted to use the link between the front two that we'll get to in a second. But we'll start off as always in between the sticks. I thought I'd try someone that I absolutely loved last year, but I've not really used too much this year, and that is Ralph Farman. A goalkeeper, I think I was introduced to him last year. I think he had a really good team of the season card or an inform, or he had some sort of special card that I really liked, and I used it a lot last year, but like I said, I've not used it at all this year. But 82 overall, 83 diving, 86 reflexes, 81 handling, 65 kicking, 83 positioning, and 41 speed. Stands at 6'5", which is like incredibly tall. It doesn't feel that tall in the game if you ask me, but still performed very, very well. Picked him up for 850 coins. Forgive me if I'm looking over here, by the way. I say this whenever I do this kind of video, but I'm just looking at the stats of the players and everything on the screen. But no goals and no assists, as you'd expect from a goalkeeper, but a really, really solid performer. Coming in at right back, we've got Dennis Diekmar, an absolute, like, OP, solid as anything player on this game. He was a silver on FIFA 15 and he was absolutely outstanding. I don't think he's quite as good this year, actually, despite the fact that he's now a gold, which may sound a bit strange. I don't think he plays quite as well, but he's still very, very solid. I mean, you're looking at 6'2", which is really nice, but when you consider he's got 88 pace, being 6'2" as well, makes it all the more incredible. He's also got 74 physical and 71 defending, but, I mean, I always say with wing backs in these squad builders, if you've got tons of pace, you can probably do a job, and Diekmar is exactly like that. He just gets the job done. Sent me back 1,500 coins, and like I say, just very, very solid. Coming into the first of the two centre-backs, a player that I thought, you know what, he's doing incredible in real life, let's bloody give him a go. That is in form, Robert Huth. Unfortunately, it pains me to say that he got this in form after playing against Man City when he scored a goal. He might have even scored 2 goals, I think, but it was absolutely crazy. But 80 overall, 45 pace is a massive put-off for a lot of people, but I thought this card was absolutely solid as a rock. You're looking more 82 defending, 86 physical, 6'3", medium-high work rates. He's just an old-school defender. If you ask a lot of people on this FIFA, I mean, me personally, I really rate Toby Alderweireld. He's just regular card. I don't think pace matters as much as it used to at centre-back. I think if you've got a defender with actual high defending stats, someone that can read the game well, is reasonably strong as well, you've got a good card a lot of the time, and Robert Huth's in form is another example of that. No goals and no assists. He's actually going for 20k, obviously that's because Leicester are doing so well. I mean, a card that looks like this stats-wise wouldn't usually go for 20k, but I still thought he was worth it. He played so well, such a rock at the back. And partnering up with him, we've got Shokran Mustafi, a player that I have used a lot this year. You can see 32 games played with this one. It's a first, another one I've used used one that I bought many times before. And again, really solid stats. 69 pace. Again, it's a lot quicker than Robert Huth, but he's not blindingly quick. But because he's got 8 physical and 83 defending, which are decent defensive stats, he's also got low high work rates, which are really nice for a centre back. He just gets the job done, lads. Really solid player. Once again, I've used him in previous squads, and I'll say it again. Really solid. Moving into the left back position now, we've got Felipe Luis. A lot of the time I use Bemar Tremolina, so I just thought I'd shake it up a little bit, try out Felipe Luis, and again, really solid. The one thing you find with this back four is they're all really tall, especially the wing backs, a lot taller than the usual. I mean, Diekmar at 6'2", Luis at 6 foot, that is very tall for wing backs, and I sometimes really appreciate having that in a wing back because they can win those headers when the ball comes into the back stick. You don't often find your mismatch by tall strikes, if that makes sense. But again, really solid stats. 82 pace, 81 defending, 77 physical, decent attacking stats as well, with 76 passing and 76 dribbling alike. And again, used him for the 5 games. No goals and no assists, but the whole defence and goalkeeper incredibly solid. Moving into the midfield three now, the first one we got, who's in here mainly for chemistry, it must be said, is Emre Can. Mainly for chemistry and the fact that, again, he was a card I really liked last year because he was a silver last year originally before he got an upgrade to a centre-back. But really loved his silver centre-mid card. I thought he was one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, unbelievably. I just thought he played so well. And this year is not quite as good again, not like Dickmar. Dickmar, when I spoke about his card not being as good, it was still very effective. This card to me wasn't anywhere near as good as his silver was last year, but it was still okay. I mean, you look at his stats, 75 pace, 75 dribbling, 72 defending, 79 physical and 74 passing. Aside from his poor shooting at 64, there are some very well-rounded stats, and you can see in the 5 games he also got 3 assists, which is not a bad return whatsoever. But he was solid, again, 6'2", really tall, and that's one theme that carried through a lot of this team. It's a very strong team, but yeah, he did a job. It's also a bit of a shame he hasn't got 4-star skills. That's something he did have last year, but unfortunately doesn't possess, get me words out, this year. And then you can see 4-star weak foot. If he had the 4-star skills, it would make him a much better player, but still, he was okay. He did a job reasonably well. The next player that we're coming into in the midfield is Bastian Schweinsteiger. Again, another player, I spoke about it with Robert Huth. You look at his pace, 52, and a lot of people get put off by that, but for me, he's one of the better box-to-box midfielders on this game. He's strong, he's got fantastic passing at 84, 79 shooting. It feels a lot better than that to me. He's got a great long shot on him. And again, the return, 5 games, no goals and 3 assists, exactly the same as Emre Can, but I think he feels a bit more... You can fizz the ball into him with an RB pass, and he feels assured on the ball. It feels like a quality player. He's got the good touch, and like I say, just feels like he's very well rounded. Pace aside, he is an excellent card, and even his pace doesn't affect him that much, I don't think, because he seems to have good positioning. He doesn't need the pace to bail him out. He seems to be in the right place all the time. But moving into the final of the 3 centimetres now, we've got Inform Bruno. Again, there's a few players in here not used to before. There's a few in here that I want to just try out. And again, Bruno, a lot of people might be put off by his pace, but he was extremely similar to Bastian Schweinsteiger. This guy only got 2 assists as opposed to the 3 from the other 2 centre midfielders, but again, not the best pace in 59, but great passing at 83, decent shot 76, decent dribbling. He's a bit more of a defensive Schweinsteiger, really. He's got 80 defending and 80 physical, as well as the medium-high work rates, but again, 6 foot tall, really strong midfield, and they all played really well together as well. I mean, like I say, very similar to Schweinsteiger, always seemed to find himself in the right place, assured with his touch, great passing, decent long shot as well, and also rounding off the midfield and the defence. Such a strong team up to that point. I mean, lots of tall players, lots of strength, a lot of people with just good technical attributes, if you know what I'm saying there. But moving into the cam position now, we've got the assist machine this season, who ironically got no assists for me, and that is Mesut Ozil. Can I assist you, Mesut Ozil? How may I assist you? And again, you look at his card. Again, by the way, tall player, 6 foot, another really tall player in this team. I'm looking back at it now, not really realising just how tall it was, but 5 games, no assists, but 3 goals. And I actually, when I do this formation, the 4-3-1-2, I often have my cam on the get forward or stay forward, I think it is instruction. And because of that, he didn't find himself in that position behind, where he was sort of pulling the strings. He more found himself getting in behind, and he had a really decent finish on him, in fairness to the bike, when he did find himself in that position, hence the 3 goals in the 5 games. But really solid player. Still personally prefer Kevin De Bruyne as a cam in this team, in the Premier League, sorry, in the league, but you'll see at the end, this team has actually got not a single wasted link in it. Again, I don't think, if I remember correctly, and that's the reason I wanted to use him. Also, I'd not used the upgraded Ozil. I wanted to try him out. Like I say, didn't feel too different to the non-upgraded version, if you ask me personally, but still a really solid card. Of course, he's got the 4-star skill moves. Unfortunately, only the 2-star weak foot, but some solid stats, especially the 89 passing and 75 shooting, which I think is quite high for Ozil, because he's a player that doesn't shoot a lot in real life. But yeah, solid card, 3 goals, and we'll move into the front 2 now. And these are the 2 players that I was speaking about at the start. What a great link to have. This is a I can't even speak, a Congolian link. I was going to try, is it Democratic Republic of Congo? There we go, cross, get it out eventually. But yeah, a Congolian link from the Premier League to the La Liga is just absolutely unreal, and it's 2 incredibly good players as well. And Bolasie was the star of the show, in my opinion. He's the first of the 2. Again, 6'1", another tall player. I don't think we've had a single player under 6 foot in this entire team so far, which is absolutely crazy. I didn't even realise that at the time. But looking at his return, 5 games, 4 goals and 1 assist. 5-star skill moves, and he's also got the 4-star weak, but just an absolutely incredible card. You look at those stats: 89 pace at 6'1", 80 physical as well, 85 dribbling, 75 shooting and 70 passing. He is just an incredibly fun card to use, lads. Any player that's got 5-star skills partnered with that much pace and that much strength, you just cannot go wrong with him. Like I say, incredibly fun, incredibly effective, and then linking him in to the man of the match, in fact second man of the match, Bakambu, another really solid Congolian player, 6 foot tall, so that literally means not a single player in his team is under 6 foot, which is absolutely crazy to think, really. But again, nice return from Bakambu. 5 games, 5 goals and the 1 assist. Despite the fact that he got 1 extra goal than Bolasie, I still think Bolasie was the standout performer just because I had so much fun using him. But Bakambu, he cost me 89,500 coins. And you're looking at those stats again. For someone at 6 foot, 88 pace and 84 dribbling is outstanding. He's also got 84 shooting, 75 passing and 80 physical. And it's just an incredibly strong. He's just an incredibly strong player. He can just bulldoze his way through in what was an incredibly strong team, like I've just mentioned. I didn't even realise that no one was under 6 foot, but even before I knew that, he just felt strong. Lots of big players on the pitch, lots of strength, lots of technically gifted players, and as you can see with the team on the screen now, not a single wasted link apart from the link from Ozil to Bakambu. Now thinking back, I think he's the only wasted link. But like I say, really fun team to use. I think at the 5 games that I played, I won 4 and lost the 1, which is not too bad whatsoever. And like I say, I just wanted to try that crazy link between Bakambu and Bolasie, because I don't think you ever see it when you go online, and I just think it's such a cool link to have, a Congo link from the La Liga to Premier League. I think it's absolutely crazy. And like I say, team played well, was really fun to use, very strong, very quick up top with Bakambu and Bolasie. But yeah, incredibly fun team to use is the main thing to take away from it, lads. Like I said at the start, if you did enjoy the squad match, just leave a big thumbs up. I think that'd be massively appreciated. Hopefully, you'll be seeing this on Tuesday. I'm actually going to the Man City Real Madrid Champions League semi-final. I'm hoping I'll repeat again to vlog that game, so hopefully that'll be something for you to look forward to over the next couple of days. But I hope you all have a good night, lads, and I will speak to you all in tomorrow's video regardless. Nidge out.
Yo, he's Nidge, plays with big games and player reviews are getting insane. He entertains while he elevates, his video quality resonates. On career mode, he got lots of vids uploading off and he's rocking it. He's got the confidence in all his commentaries. Videos range, they often vary. Got need for speed and a road to glory. Just watching vids and you know the story. The content is underrated, I'm understating, so don't ignore the like and subscribe button to support the channel that keeps running. It takes 1 second, like it's free, it costs nothing. Peace.